Gentlemen, this is Jen. She's from Boston. Her hobbies include... What your hobbies include? You don't have any hobbies? Her hobbies include being on crappy TV shows in the middle of the night. Jen's from Boston. Isn't that awesome? Yes! I'm going to Boston.
You are?
I am. I'm going to be speaking there.
You are?
Yes, I am. For the 4th of July.
That's great.
Thank you, Jen.
Okay.
Jen, everybody. It's true, I'm going to Boston the 4th of July every year, where I like to do, because I'm an American, is I like to go to Boston for they have a big, huge, what do they call it? Park. And right down on the Esplanade. Oh, yeah, the Esplanade. It's a European word. It means near the river. View the Esplanade, oui. Near the river, and what you do is you go down there, and there's all these people, they have these picnics, and everybody sings American songs, and I come out and I say, ladies and gentlemen, Neil Diamond. Because Neil Diamond's going to be there. And you're like, what, Craig, are you crazy? I'm like, no, I am not crazy, that's true. Jen's going to be there. Are you going to be there?
I won't now.
All right, okay. Oh, you weren't going to go before?
Now that you will be there, I'll be
All right, yeah, good. I'm married, you know. I didn't want to get the wrong idea. You know, I don't want to cause any trouble. I think this might be one of the shows that that my DVR for some reason doesn't record. Anyway, Neil Diamond's going to be there, and he'll sing that song. I'm sure he'll sing it. You know, all the people that, because I love that song, and you get in your head all the people coming to America, and and they all come to America. I'm one of them. I came to America. Obviously, things didn't work out that well, but I still came. How do you know it's America, Craig? Because there's commercials. It's hot to stay up, it's been a long, long day, and you've got the Sandman at your door. But hang on, keep the TV on, and let's do it anyway. It's okay, tomorrow's just your future yesterday.
Ladies and gentlemen, Craig Ferguson.
And your applause is dying away quite naturally. It has, in fact, died away. I'm sorry you didn't get into The Price is Right, too. It's a great day for America, everybody. Yes, it is. Hey! Oh, hey! Let me try. I learned new body language today. If you've got your thumbs out, it means you're confident. Doesn't that look disgusting? Awesome. I'm going to do that more often. Hey, everybody. Hey. It's a great day for America. Ooh, the Scottish Conan Guy's even creepier. Yes, I am. Hey, do you know what day it is today? It's National Eat Your Vegetables Day. I didn't make that up. It's a real day. It's National Eat Your Vegetable Day. This is the day that America puts aside deliciousness and eats, you know, vegetables. I used to hate eating my vegetables until I found special vegetables. Vegetables that I like. Do we have a picture of the vegetable I like? Look at that for us a minute. another vegetable I like. Wait, there you go. We had to pixelate a vegetable. And that's the vegetables I could show you. You should see the photographs that I wanted to show you of the pixelated the vegetables. They're so rude. I was like, show me those I'm sure we can show these vegetables. I'm like, oh. Who would have thought anything so dirty could have come out of the ground? Hey, did you see on the TV last night President Obama killed a fly? Yeah, he was being interviewed and there's a fly buzzing and he went like that. Well, not as gay as that, but he did it, you know. And he killed the fly, and you know, it was kind of impressive. It was kind of like Kwai Chang Caine, you know. It was like that, and now PETA, of course, are very upset. They're like, you can't kill flies like that. And I'm like, well, you know, at least he used his hand. I went to the White House Correspondents' there. I was talking to Dick Cheney, and there's a fly going by, and he was just like. It was awesome. And just as the fly is going in, you can hear it going, help me! Now, listen, I'm a late-night talk show host. This is a late-night talk show, so it probably is best that I tell... If you are a relative or a friend of Senator John Ensign of Nevada, I think now would be the time to get out a DVD or something, because... He's a politician, and he's in hot water, and today he had to resign as the chairman of the Republican Policy Committee because yesterday he admitted having an affair. And I'm afraid that's what vulgar lounge entertainers like me, we live for days like that. Oh, a senator had an affair! Ah, my work is done! Well, I can go to work with my thumbs up! How'd you feel about doing the show tonight, Craig? Pretty confident. He had an affair, a senator? Yeah, it was an unusual affair for a senator. It was with a woman. That's nice to see senators branching out. That's change I can believe in. Apparently Ensign paid this Mooney. She wasn't a Mooney. She might have been a Mooney. That'd be awesome. That'd be an awesome twist in the affair. Moonies are like, don't say anything about us. We're not around anymore. Aren't they Moonies still around? I don't know. I'm sorry, Moonies. Anyway, apparently Ensign, he paid this woman with hush money in 2007 because you could do that back then because, you know, people had money in 2007. But anyway, this woman he had an affair with, this woman was on the senator's staff, if you know what I mean. No, I mean, she was a member of his staff. In charge of the polls, I think. Now, we have a clip of Senator Ensign's press conference when he admitted having an affair, and I'm thinking, well, we can't play that on this show. It's boring. Just some guy going, I had an affair. And then we thought, what if we play the press conference and then we pretend that he had terrible nerves when he had the press conference and it gave him awful gas? That would be hilarious. Do we have a clip of that? Let's pretend he...
Last year, I had an affair. I violated the vows of my marriage. It's absolutely the worst thing that I've ever done in my life.
I know. Come on, Craig. You're a 47-year-old international world traveler. Why do you laugh at fart jokes? Because they're funny. That's why. Now, Senator Ensign is from Nevada. He was a big supporter of the Las Vegas casinos. He loved playing poker. Then after that, he'd play some cards. And... Now, of course, all the people on the left are delighted because Senator Ensign is a Republican. Of course, when someone on the left is in trouble, everyone on the right is delighted. You know me, I'm just delighted when any of them gets into trouble because I don't care which side they're on. If they weren't out there lying, talking crap, cheating on their wives, I'd have nothing to talk about. I'd be fart jokes every night. I'd have to talk about serious stuff, or like the economy or global warming. So to all the politicians, I say, thank you, hypocritical bastards. Thank you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Now, a lot of people say, why can't these politicians keep it in their pants? I know why. Because they are flawed human beings, much like the rest of us. But no one's going to win an election when they say, I'm a flawed human being, I've made a lot of mistakes, I've done some crappy stuff, but I'll try and do better if you elect me. Nobody's going to elect that. I wish someone would say that. I also wish someone would let me show the rude vegetables, the really rude vegetables. You believe it? You're like, I didn't know vegetables could do that. Well, they do. Well, you know what I don't understand about these politicians is the hypocrisy. Like, Senator Ensign is always banging on about family values, and then he has an affair. The governor of New York, Spitzer, Elliot Spitzer, he's like, oh, I hate prostitutes. We should stop this. Then he's seeing prostitutes. He loses the trust of the people over some meaningless sex. You can't put a price on that. Well, you can, apparently, $900 an hour, but... Larry Craig. Remember Larry Craig, the senator that was voting against gay rights? Then he's in the men's room at the airport. Hey. Hey. I'm not gay, but, hey. Now, whether Larry Craig did anything wrong or not, he has to deal with that with the rest of his life. I mean, you know, when he says to his wife, I'm just going to the bathroom, he has to go, not the one at the airport. He has to say that. Honey, I'm just going to the bathroom. Not the one at Hollywood Boulevard, the one just over there near the kitchen. I have to take a break to look at some rude vegetables. We'll be right back, everybody. We'll be right back.
If your life leaves you with questions, seek advice from under the sea. Dear Aquaman, please give your advice to me, Aquaman.
Oh, sorry, I was just bending over. By the horn of Neptune, it is I, Aquaman, nabob of Atlantis. Bring me a letter. Thank you, Kelly. And may I say that fish oil diet seems to be working wonders. Dear Aquaman, I believe your son, Aqualad, has deflowered my daughter, the mermaid. Aqualad, get in here! Thanks for swimming. Aqualad! Aqualad, is this true?
Yes.
I always thought you were gay. Way to go.
Please give your advice to me, Aquaman.
Featuring Aqualad.
Generic rock music that doesn't cost any money. Not really a band, but recorded music to give the appearance of a band. Cause we don't have a band, cause we're cheap bastards. Hey, do we have time for an email? Band that doesn't exist? Sure. Craig's doing the emails. Hey! All right, this is from Jeff in Winchester in Massachusetts. It's, Dear Craig, if you ran for political office, what would your campaign slogan be? I tell you, I'd try a completely different way. I'd do it, look, most of my life, I got drunk, I screwed up, I slept with a lot of people I shouldn't have. I'm a human being, that might happen again, but I'll try and balance the books and not start any wars. You know what, though? That's not really snappy. It's a bit long to put on a button, isn't it? All that. Let's go. What about, I'm a douche? There, how about that? Vote for me. I'm a douche. This is from Dan in Newton, in Massachusetts. Where Boston is. My Craig, you have an almost encyclopedic knowledge of the geography of the United States. Thank you. Dan says, hi, Craig. If Wile E. Coyote ever caught the Roadrunner, what do you suppose he would do with the rest of his life? Host a late-night talk show, I would imagine. I don't know, that's true. Actually, you think about it. What would you do if you actually got what you wanted? What would you do after that? What would you do? What would you do? I'd wait half an hour and do it again. That's what I'd do. Yeah. My age now, maybe an hour. Maybe an hour. An hour, a nap, a snack, and then I'd be after another Roadrunner. Used to be I could just catch one Roadrunner and then boom, I'd be on for another Roadrunner right away. Sometimes I could catch 2 Roadrunners at a time. Craig, is this a metaphor for sexual intercourse? Yes! That's not a double entendre, that's just an entendre. I know. This is from Betty in Chicago. This is from Peter in Orlando, Florida. Peter says, do you think that those finger pistol greetings will ever make a comeback? You know that thing? Hey! I think they just... You know what was making a comeback? Thumbs out of your pants. Hey! Hey, Craig, what makes you so confident? I just caught a Roadrunner. I think that will come back. I like that. I'm going to start using it. In a desperate attempt to appeal to younger viewers. Look, everybody, I'm hip. Woohoo! All right. This is from Penny in Mamaroneck in New York. Mamaroneck. When you get the train out of Grand Central, you go up towards Albany. The train goes, the guy goes, and he always says the names all the time, and I could never make out any of them except the one that goes, Mamaroneck. It's true. Penny says, dear Craig, I just wanted to ask your advice on something. All right. I think that I am really hilarious, but no one else seems to find my jokes funny. What should I do? This is from Jared in Odessa in Texas. Says, dear Craig, why do you do the beeping radio noises before saying it's a great day for America, everybody, on every show? It's sort of funny, but I don't get it. That's pretty much the whole show, though, isn't it? It's like, oh, why is that funny? It's not really funny, but it's late and the poor bastard doesn't have a band. I might as well laugh. All right, we'll take a break. We'll be right back, everybody. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back to the show. I got nothing. I mean, really, I got nothing. That's why I do this. Hey, you know what? I've got a guest tonight. My first guest tonight is an actress, a big famous actress on a talk show at night. Yeah. When did you start doing that? That's an unusual thing to have happen on television. No, it's been done before many times. But tonight it's going to be different. Why? I don't know why. But she's in a new movie called Surveillance, which is in theatres on June the 26th. Take a look at this.
Next time you need to pee, someone goes with you.
I'm a witness, not a suspect.
I know what you are. And I also know how to perform a cavity search.
Wow, I haven't done a girl since art school.
Oh, it's just like riding a bike.
Yes, ma'am.
What? This is the most awesome day of my life! Please welcome Julia Ormond, everybody. You can do your thoughts if you want.
So, of course, I have to sit down and then do it, which is a little bit trickier for me.
Hi, good to see you.
Good to see you.
Like the clip. That was something. That movie looks very interesting. Where can I see it?
You can see it at the Landmark Theatres.
Oh, really?
It's also on pay-per-view at the moment.
Really? I'll have a look at it. What's it about? Is it about girls that go crazy?
Men and girls who go crazy, actually.
Okay.
But it's about some mass murders. And
mass murders.
I play an FBI agent who goes in to interview the witnesses or suspects and work out who's seen what, done what, and then where to go from there.
So sometimes the interviews turn sexy?
Well, you'll have to go see the movie.
All right, yeah, no, I will do. Yeah, it's fascinating. It's nice to see you again, of course, and you're still English. I keep forgetting when I see you playing and then there you are.
Yeah. Although, as I understand, my accent has gone a little bit wobbly.
Your accent's gone?
My accent has gone a little bit wobbly.
Who's saying that? English people?
Well, my mum often says that.
That you sound a little American?
But yeah, well, also I think that when I hear myself on the answering machine, I'm kind of like, who is that?
Well, you know who it is because you called your own phone, didn't you?
No, I know, but it just sounds so weird.
Well, because I got a little bit of trouble in Scotland because they said to me that I had lost my Scottish accent.
Right.
And I'm like, this is going to be news to the insomniacs of America who are convinced that, no, I think I still sound exactly the same, but maybe not.
No, I think I sound a little bit weird, but I do find that if I'm talking with somebody who's Australian, I start to slip into Australian or Irish or...
I have a great cure for that. I do not talk to Australians. When they come over with their, oh, mate, are you friendly? Oh, what's up?
Not going to talk to you.
How are you doing? How have you been? You look very nice tonight, by the way. May I say, do you have a stylist or something? It's all very chic.
My manager is all over me, Chris Proffer, and is really great about making me try and...
Well, no, you look very, very elegant, and yeah, it's very nice. Do you enjoy Project Runway? That's where I get all my fashion ideas.
I love Project Runway. I'm a big Tim Gunn fan.
I love Tim Gunn. Yes, me too. That works. I see.
I need a Tim Gunn.
I love Tim.
I need a Tim Gunn.
He was here, you know. He's the only time all the staff, everyone in the staff was like, Tim Gunn's coming. We all dressed very well that day and everything. Yeah, it's very exciting.
And I hear David Lynch, who is a producer on this movie, is a big fan of how you dress, too.
Well, no, David Lynch, who's a very odd human being, I think. I've never met him, but I've seen some of his movies. This is clearly a man who had a difficult childhood, I think. Anyway, but he has a list of best dressed people, and he put me on it because he said my suits were too tight and I looked uncomfortable or something, and he liked that.
Maybe he thought you had a difficult childhood.
I did have quite a difficult childhood, but well, I don't think it was that difficult because it was the only one I had. Did you have a difficult childhood?
Well, likewise, it's the only one I had.
Right.
The only one I had. So.
Where did you have your childhood? In England?
I had my childhood, yes, in England.
And did you follow trains and wear little dresses in the countryside and go,
Yeah.
Really?
It's funny you should say
Really?
that. Yeah.
Did you
I
have
actually
the-
had to cycle to school, and in England at the time I caught the train to school, and in England at the time they had these separate carriages. And we spent a great deal of time with our heads out the windows of the trains.
That's very
and
dangerous.
Climbing in the racks and all sorts
Climbing in the
of-
racks, you say?
Climbing in the racks, playing tag.
Climbing in the racks, playing tag.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was an all-girls school.
Oh, man, this is... I don't want to get into any of that kind of trouble. When did you come here then? When did you come to America?
Probably about 15 years ago, and I first came to New York and used to do a lot of back and forth to England, then moved down to LA about a decade ago.
And you like LA then, right? You've settled here now. You've become one of our, shallow type people that live here. Do you enjoy wheatgrass? I tasted it once and thought if I ever taste this again, I'd rather cut off my hand than taste this again. I hated it.
I'm not quite that far, but I used to really feel like I would never live in Los Angeles, and now I love it. And it took me living here for 3 months and realizing about the hiking and the beach and how you could actually have a life where
There's hiking and a beach here?
There is.
Could you point that out to me through the window? Because I don't...
Have you go that way?
Yeah, I don't know. Do you follow the sports here? Did you watch the Lakers and their big victory?
I didn't. I have to confess.
No, I
but
don't either.
I do like them. And the game that I've only ever been to see one game, and it was very, very excited. And the person I was with was sort of disgusted because I got excited and shouted "goal."
Goal. At a basketball game. Yeah.
Yeah. Good goal.
Goal. Excellent goal.
Goal.
Top playing there, chap. Good-o. Well done. Ha-ha! Oh, that's rather lovely. No, I like that. I love the idea. Because that's what everybody who's in show business goes to the Lakers, don't they? They all go and sit next to Jack Nicholson.
Yeah.
You don't want to be sitting behind Jack Nicholson.
You know.
Can't see, you can't see. You sit behind Jack. He's gotten very big.
tall?
Oh no, he's gotten very. He's been laying off the wheatgrass. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I think a little bit.
Did you go a lot?
I don't go to the Lakers. No, I can't afford it.
There is that issue.
Yeah, it's very expensive. It's like $150 a ticket or something, isn't it? I mean, what's that? Listen, I want more than watching a game of basketball for $150. I'll need some high def porn for $150. I've said too much, haven't I? I've revealed too much about myself. Anyway, this movie looks very good. I'm very excited for you, and thank you for coming back on the show. The lovely Julia Ormond, everybody. We'll be right back.
Welcome back to the show. Generic music still costs nothing, but doesn't even a tune. It's probably just a kid playing that Rockstar game.
My next guest is the US spokesperson for International Year of Astronomy and chief astronomer of the Franklin Institute. Aha! In Philadelphia. Please welcome Derrick Pitts, everybody. Derrick Pitts. Welcome, Derrick. Welcome. welcome. And thank you for being so confident when you were coming out.
I have big thumbs, so it works
Do you
well
have
for me.
big thumbs?
Yeah,
Is that essential for astronomy?
It is.
So you go like that. Oh, there's the moon, right
Lots of
there.
measurements.
Yeah. Now,
Pushing
tell me,
buttons.
what do you do as chief astronomer? What are the duties?
I keep all the stars perfectly aligned and in place, and all the planets orbiting properly. And things like that.
Derek. That's God.
Oh, yeah. So here's what I really do. I create all the programming that happens at Franklin for astronomy, and it's planetarium shows and lecture series, symposia, all sorts of things like that.
Right.
And I also run the observatory and make sure the telescope's working properly, and make sure
clean
that
the
people...
telescope?
I do all that sort of stuff.
And do you get any time on your own just sitting there looking at up at the stars?
This is one of the greatest benefits of my job, is that I have unlimited access to the observatory, so I can go use it whenever I want to. So on some of the best nights when there aren't any real formal programs, I can go use the observatory and use the telescopes.
Can you have a party?
Sure.
So you and some friends could have a herbal cigarette and then turn on the planetarium show.
Yeah.
They're like, remember back in the day. Oh man, I love all. I used to love that. That would be.
Yeah, it's great fun. It's great fun to take people in and show them these great things in the sky that many people have not seen before. This is one of the things I've learned, is that in the time I've been there, about 85% of the people that I give a chance to look through the telescope have never really seen the real exciting stuff, like Jupiter with its moons and Saturn with its ring. So we have this really interesting niche where we provide this first-time experience for people. And in a way, it's really life-changing for them. They really enjoy the view.
It is fascinating,
and they
isn't it?
Get something out of it.
Now, how did you get into it? How did you get drawn into the world of astronomy?
I have been interested in astronomy and space science since I was very, very young.
Me too.
Really?
Yeah, because I remember watching the moon landing when I was a kid.
Right.
And because it was, it was prime time in the US when the astronauts landed on the moon.
Right.
It was like 4 o'clock in the morning in Scotland. But we all got like, get out of your bed, the Americans are on the moon. And we all like, whoa. And they were like, and we were watching it like, oh, that's amazing. Now we go, can we go back to bed? Yeah. No, now you're up, you might as well go to work. It's...
But it was exciting stuff.
It was. It's
really
fantastic. But NASA had such a fantastic run, and then it's kind of come and gone. I thought after we went to the moon, we'd be on Mars by now.
Well, yeah, but so much has happened. It's the fact that so much more bureaucracy has gotten into NASA, just beyond NASA's own bureaucracy.
Right.
A lot of what is determined about what happens at much higher levels in U.S. government, and that starts to cloud the picture and slow things down. And we have to figure out a way to let government help where it can, but not impede the progress as it seems to do occasionally.
Well, that's what I thought. I mean, we had Richard Branson on the show one night, and he was saying that he thought that the private sector was the way to go for space exploration.
Definitely.
But that, of course, that's him. He wants everyone to take a Virgin flight to Jupiter or something like that.
And he's got tons of money to afford it.
He's got a lot of money.
If you have $20 million, you can go visit International Space Station for about 10 days.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I'll probably do that my next vacation.
There you go.
$20 million?
Yeah, $20 million.
That's too much. No, I can't. What can you get for about $80?
How about this? For $4,000, you can get a trip on what's typically called the Vomit Comet. This is the airplane that does the...
I've heard of this.
You've heard of this?
Yeah.
$4,000, you can do that almost any weekend.
Yeah, and they take you up to...
Right, and you get 30 seconds of weightlessness for every time they go over. So you can do, gosh, I don't know how many reps in an afternoon. I don't know, 20 or 30. And so you can have all this time of weightlessness just as if you were an astronaut.
That's fantastic. That's how they train the astronauts, isn't it?
Yeah, that is one way they train the astronauts,
right.
Sure. Yeah.
$4,000, huh?
Yeah, you could do it. On a weekend. Vegas.
Can I get a raise? That's fantastic. Now, listen, in all your peering at the sky and being the chief astronomer, have you ever seen any evidence of UFOs or any kind of...
I have to say, I'm so disappointed. No, I have not seen any evidence of anything. Now, wait, hold on.
Okay.
If we're talking about UFOs like alien spacecraft, no.
Right.
But things that I've seen that I haven't been able to directly identify, yes.
Oh, hello.
But not necessarily alien spacecraft.
Well, what are we talking about then,
Well,
Derrick?
we don't know. Well, see, here's how you break this down. You'd have to say, It's an unidentified flying object, meaning that I have not identified what it is.
And it's flying.
And it's flying.
And it's an object.
You've got it so
Right,
far.
okay.
You're coming along.
Right, good.
But the other problem is that we can't immediately say that it's an alien spacecraft. So we need evidence for that of some kind that's real, tangible evidence. And that, of course, has not shown up anywhere.
Well, but what constitutes evidence then? So the aliens saying, hello, we're aliens, may we borrow your hovercraft?
I'd certainly settle for that. If you know how the story that we always hear about people having some close encounter of the third kind, it's always someone who's way out in the woods by themselves with a keg of beer in the back of the truck. And no other, evidence. So what we need is to have an alien spacecraft land on the White House lawn in the middle of the day.
Well, no, you imagine the traffic problems in Washington? That wouldn't work out. Also, I think you could go the other way. What about you and a couple of your fellow scientists get a keg of beer and drive out into the forest? There you go. And then,
we've done that.
Yeah. Really? Yeah, but I suppose you have to. Yeah,
sure.
Yeah,
right.
No, that's it. Now, the idea then of traveling to other planets, there was going to be a launch of the shuttle. Was it this week?
It was today.
Yeah, and it didn't happen. What was it this time?
The problem is that there is a hydrogen vent on the external tank that takes off all the sort of extra hydrogen that's sort of bubbling off as it's sitting there waiting for launch.
Right.
And if that isn't vented properly, it can build up around the launch pad and it could cause some sort of an explosion, and you don't want that to happen.
Not really, no.
You channel it off,
right?
So the vent has not been working properly to channel it off properly.
So they have to fix the vent. So when's the launch going to be now?
It looks like it's not going to happen before July 11th. But there's another launch tomorrow, and this is a spacecraft that's taking a satellite out to the moon to map the moon much more carefully than has ever been mapped before.
So your GPS would work on the moon then?
Absolutely.
If you got to...
Precisely.
That's not bad.
You may need it one day.
Do you think that'll ever happen? Do you think we'll actually get there and start, Because what I would like to do is form Moonbase Alpha, where, everyone could get together and wear tight, clothing and then head off to other planets.
Yeah, I do think that's going to happen. I really do think we are going to get back to the moon. And then the real question is going to be, do we have the fortitude to really go on to Mars? See, the moon is a short hop. It's only a couple of days away, but Mars is a long way off. And so that presents all kinds of other major problems.
Well, yeah, because it's like 5 years to get to Mars or something?
If you do the round trip to Mars, where you stay there for a good long time, several weeks at least, it's a 5-year round trip, almost a 5-year round trip.
That's almost as long as I've been doing this.
Yeah, right.
So, if we'd have sent an astronaut to Mars, they'd have come back and go, where's Kilborn? They'd be like, where's Kilborn?
What happened?
They'd be like, what's happened to this country? Where's Kilborn? I ask myself that often, actually. It's fascinating. Would you ever do it yourself if you were offered the opportunity?
Absolutely. I'd go in a second.
Right.
I really would.
Yeah.
Yeah, the view from space, I'm told by a number of astronauts, and we've all seen the pictures, it's just an incredible view of the Earth.
What about the Vomit Comet? Have you been on that?
I haven't done that yet.
Hey, well, how come you what you do is you get a discount package, I'll come with you, take a camera, we'll shoot a thing for the show.
I think it'd be great fun.
I think it might work.
We never met all this time.
Yeah.
I think it'd be great.
All right. I think this is going to work. Derrick Pence, everybody. We'll be right back.
What did we learn on the show tonight, Greg?
Godspeed, Mr. Frisky. You know what I learned on the show? I learned that Gina, who was visiting from Boston, has a friend called Kristen. Are you from Boston too?
Yes.
I say Gina, it's Jen, isn't it? I feel such a fool. When you going back to Boston then?
Saturday night.
Good times. Take that, other talk shows. Good night, everybody.